Okay. Whew. Everybody take a deep breath. It's been a real heavy last 24 hours. So welcome to the broadcast. Thank you for joining me, Jello 1976. Let me go ahead and introduce myself while I have some soft music playing in the background. Let me make sure that it's not too loud and it's disturbing or distracting. Let me just turn it down just a tad. Okay. So, good evening, everyone. Greetings. Welcome to the broadcast. I am Dr. Michelle Clay. I am Amazon #1 best-selling author, speaker, doctor of osteopathic medicine, certified holistic health counselor, and clinical nutritionist, making me your holistic physician who specializes in the release of stress simply and naturally, especially for the burnt out business person, overwhelmed overachievers, or just right now for the everyday person who is experiencing fear, who's experiencing grief, who's experiencing sadness. Through my coaching programs, speaking engagements, blogs, and live streams just like this one, I help you find your place of healthy, happy harmony so that you can live your free life on purpose and with passion. So, to begin this journey of living a free life on purpose and with passion, with more calm, with less stress, then I want you to download a copy of Culinary Cures, 7 culinary cures for cleansing and calm. And you can find that for those of you on Periscope, it is in the description box. For those of you on Facebook, the link is on the screen and it is bit.ly/culinary cures. So come on in, invite your friends, invite your followers. Let's get started. Whew. So the song I have playing in the background, He'll Take the Pain Away. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off right now so we can get started. So everyone, let's just take a deep breath. It's been a very sad and heavy last 24 hours. So today's topic for Mindset Monday with Dr. Michelle Clay is a comforting mindset. So all of us are reeling from the news of yesterday's act of terrorism. That's exactly what it was. Act of terrorism with the shooting in Sutherland Springs, Texas. And many people have said that our thoughts and our prayers go out to the families and those who are affected. But we really want to speak life, speak prayer, speak energy of comfort for questions being answered and for some peace, undescribable, unspeakable, that surpasses all understanding peace. So we know how to process these feelings, energy, and thoughts of healing. So we know how to move forward from this. Thoughts of safety. So we know how to feel safe in an uncertain and ever-changing world. So for today's topic, a comforting mindset for Mindset Monday with Dr. Michelle Clay, I'm going to give you 5 things for a comforting mindset to comfort yourself or to comfort others. So with yesterday's terrible news, then it has triggered a lot of feelings of grief, of sadness. You don't know what people are going through. You don't know what people have been through. And there's no time limit on that. For the shooter who actually shot, killed, and injured the people, His family is also dealing with grief, sadness, misunderstanding, and fear. Fear. So no one is immune to this. So 5 things you can do. Number 1, if you are trying to comfort someone, number 1, first and foremost, very important, listen, listen, listen. Often, we want to say the right word to take their pain away. We want to say the right thing to comfort them. We want to say the right thing so that they'll laugh, and even just for a moment, forget the worry, forget the anxiety, forget the pain, forget the grief, forget the stress. But the biggest thing, the biggest gift you can offer someone is to listen. And by listening, what you're doing is you're honoring them and their feelings so that you don't say the wrong thing to add insult to injury. Just listen, listen, which brings me to tip number 2, be present. And in being present, listening becomes easier. In being present, you will have to incorporate some mindfulness-based strategies. And then these mindfulness-based strategies, being present is just being close, just being near, being present in the moment without judgment, without thinking too much, okay? Without judgment is the key. Just being present. Sometimes people just need you to be close. They want to feel that they aren't alone. They don't want to feel isolated. They don't want to feel exiled. They don't want to feel shame. They don't want to feel guilt. So just being present. Number 3, empathy. And part of empathy is validating someone's feelings. Now, I want you to be mindful that these tips that I'm giving you to help comfort someone with their grief, to help comfort someone with their sadness, to help comfort someone with their trauma, you can also incorporate some of these for yourself. Okay? So empathy, validating their feelings, as opposed to minimizing. And oftentimes when people who experience stress, trauma, sadness, depression, anxiety, then we want to help them look on the brighter side of things and say things such as, well, at least, and then fill in the blank. But don't do that. Validate where they are and what they feel. People who experience trauma, grief, sadness, things like that can have feelings of fear even when they feel safe or in a safe environment. And notice I put that in quotation marks because the people in Sutherland Springs felt that they were in a safe environment when they went to their house of worship yesterday morning. So sometimes they can have feelings of fear even when they're in a safe environment. They may feel that they're on the edge. They may even not feel at all and just be numb to try to dissociate. So don't minimize their feelings. Validate their feelings, honoring where they are and what they feel. Number 4, be patient. And then being patient, you have to be patient with the person because you don't know how long their feelings are going to last. Oftentimes, I say that there is an expiration date for everything. Just like milk, there's an expiration date for relationships. There's an expiration date for jobs. There's an expiration date for situations. But there is not an expiration date for someone's feelings, because at any moment, a tragedy, an act of terrorism such as this can trigger things that they may have buried, or they may have come to a good place, a healing place in their life. So be patient with their process. And if you are the one who is feeling depression or sadness, grief, or trauma, be patient with your process. And lastly, number 5, support. And with the support, it's not about always offering, like I said earlier, words of comfort, words of encouragement, words to motivate, words to inspire. Sometimes that support is about doing tasks or chores just to lighten that person's load. Support can simply be asking them, how can I support you? How can I help you? What do you need from me at this present moment? And in that support, it may be being observant so that you can fill in the gaps. Sometimes when someone is dealing with an overwhelming sadness and grief, then when you ask, what can I do? They don't even know what to say. They don't even know what to answer, especially if they're just numb, that they feel nothing. So be observant. And sometimes it will require you to be intuitive and sense what the person needs. There is no task too great or too small when someone is hurting. There is no position small that you can offer healing and be an important, monumental part in their healing process. So for quick review, to have a comforting mindset, to comfort someone in a time of trauma, sadness, grief, or overwhelming stress, number 1, and this is the golden rule, listen, listen, listen. Number 2, be present. Number 3, empathy. Really validate someone's feelings and not say, oh, it's been such and such time or such and such years. You should be over that by now. Wrong answer. Wrong answer. Number 4, being patient. Patient with the person's process, patient with your process if it is you who is struggling with grief, with sadness, with anxiety, with depression, with stress. Now, I'm really passionate about being patient with the process, whether it's for you or for another person, because part of my history and part of a main reason why I help people release stress simply and naturally, because my mother grieved from 1999 until 2007 when she passed away from breast cancer. Trauma and grief from my younger brother at the age of 21 committing suicide. And so I saw how that ate her up. I saw how the light in the life for a time just went out of her eyes. Hey, Dr. Donna, greetings. Thank you for joining the broadcast. I saw how breast cancer ravaged her body. I saw the bandages from the breast cancer eroding her skin. I saw that. I saw how she lost a zest and a zeal for life and didn't go full force after her dreams and didn't speak her truth. I saw that and I witnessed that. And I said, first of all, I would never, ever, I would honor myself, honor my feelings, honor my truth, and do what was necessary to process my feelings and to reach not just a surface level of healing, but a deep level of healing that I could then share that and have a positive healing impact, not just for the people around me, like my family, but for the world, whoever sought me out or took the time to listen. So being patient with the process, patient with yourself, patient with the other person. And number 5, as we recap, support, filling in the gaps, whether that is to do household chores or tasks or errands, just to give the person a breather, a sense of relief, that they feel that they don't have to carry on everything when the grief and the trauma has been so heavy and so great. So I'm thank everyone. I know this was a heavy broadcast, but having a comforting mindset is very, very important today, for the past and for the days ahead, because we don't know what's coming down the pipes. And so it's important for us to have tools and strategies so that it doesn't completely knock us off course and take the wind, the breath, the life out of us. So once again, for Mindset Monday with Dr. Michelle Clay, a comforting mindset. I am Dr. Michelle Clay. I am speaker. I am Amazon #1 bestselling author. I am Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine. I am certified holistic health counselor and clinical nutritionist, making me your holistic physician who specializes in the release of stress simply and naturally, especially for the busy, burnt out business person, overwhelmed overachiever, and on a day like today, the person who is reeling from grief, trauma, sadness, and overwhelm. Through my live streams just like this one, my coaching programs, my speaking engagements, and my blogs, I help you find your place of healthy, happy harmony so that you can live your free life on purpose and with passion. To begin your journey, and just for a quick boost, I offer to you 7 culinary cures for cleansing and, most importantly, calm. And you can find that at bit.ly/culinary cures. For you on Facebook, it is in the description box. For you on Periscope, it is in the description box. Excuse me, on Facebook, it's on the screen. So thank you everyone for joining me. I want you to be well. I want you to do something well for yourself. I want you to take a breath in, hold, and let it out. To have a comforting mindset for yourself and to comfort others. So until next time, which will be Wednesday, for Wednesday's Wellness Wisdom Pearl with Dr. Michelle Clay, have a peaceful, restful night. Goodbye.